Hey junkies, how's it going? Day 2, 2019. Yay! Once again, I'm Natasha, the entertainment junkie, and this is my second episode that I'm going to post. And today, we're going to talk about the Golden Globes. I'm doing a live stream on Sunday, an hour before the Globes start, and then one an hour after the Globe ends, so we can discuss what's going on and what's not going on. So be prepared for that. I'm going to send out an invite so those who want to join in can definitely join in, ask questions, let's talk about it. It's kind of a historical one. There are a lot of people of color who are nominated in pretty much all the categories. Not as much as I would like, but enough that it makes me happy, especially with movies. I mean, the majority, except for A Star is Born, everyone else has somebody, a person of color in their cast for a movie. Yay, Black Panther. So, today, since I am more of a TV buff than I am a movie buff, we will discuss the nominations for television for the Golden Globes that are, like I said, this Sunday, and discuss a little TV that went on today. So everyone has pretty much been on hiatus for about 2 weeks because of the holiday season. So today, they really didn't show too many new shows. They did return Grownish, which I love. I really like Grownish, and I've been out of college for years, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy a good millennial college show. Last season was good. This season, the 2 episodes that they showed started off with a bang. In my opinion, I don't like her boyfriend. I think she needed to pick one of the other 2, but I digress. Other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed Grownish. If you haven't seen it, please catch up on it. Please, if you haven't seen season 1, give season 1 a chance. Season 1 was really good. It was how I feel my first year of college. That's a hard year. They make it seem, they put the issues out there that we go through when you were in college. It may not be exactly what you went through, but it's a good representation. And today was her first day as being a sophomore in college. It was a good show. Both of them. They had 2 back-to-back episodes, so give it a chance. Also, Fox decided to have The Masked Singer. Not sure what exact that Fox came up with that, but okay. And basically, it's a singing competition for celebrities or in these elaborate costumes. And you have 4 celebrities, and the audience members decide who they think is under the mask. If you are voted in the bottom 3, you may be the one that gets voted off. And everyone keeps going until, there's nobody left. And then they'll reveal who the person is. It was okay. It was enough that I watched the entire hour episode. One of my resolutions once the new season of television started was to watch a minimum of 3 episodes of a new show. It used to be, if I watched the first episode and if it was a sitcom and it was 30 minutes, if I wasn't interested after 15 minutes of watching, I didn't watch it anymore. With an hour, if I wasn't interested after 30 minutes, I wasn't watching anymore. My new resolution for that was I was going to give each show 3 episodes. They say pilots are hard. I don't think pilots are hard. If you can get me in the pilot, you've got me. I'm watching you. If you can't get me in the pilot, I'm not interested. So, this is my first episode of The Masked Singer. I'm going to try 2 more episodes just to see. Now, next week, all my shows are back. Everything I watch is back from hiatus. My DVR is going to be mad at me because I need to catch up on everything. I hate when shows go on hiatus. Ugh. I'd rather them just be... Don't go on hiatus. Just keep showing new shows. You can do it. 22 episodes won't kill you. once again, I digress. Tomorrow, the new show that's coming back on, The Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, Gotham. This is the last season for Gotham. Gotham was the bomb diggity.com. I'm sorry. I don't care. I watched it from when it was on Monday nights to it moved all the way Thursday nights. Gotham is a good show. And last season was a good season. It was the rise of the villains. This last season is the Dark Knight season. Cannot wait. If you have not caught up on Gotham, give Gotham a try. I know it's the last season, but everything else, if I'm not mistaken, is on Hulu. So you should be able to catch up on it. So all my shows are coming back. I'm guessing starting tomorrow. Can't wait. I can go back into my focus of binge watching TV shows. I've been a TV-aholic since I was little. I used to memorize commercials. I still have commercials in my head, and we're gonna have a video chat about that one day, and I will release the commercials that for some reason stuck with me. That's the mark of a good commercial. If you can remember that commercial and remember and know what that person is selling, that is the mark of a good marketer, a good advertiser, because these commercials are very old, but they stick with me. Today's commercials, they keep saying people have short attention spans. It's not that they have short attention spans, it's that your stuff sucks. If it's a good product, people will stick with it long term. Coco Chanel said the little back dress is one thing a woman needs in her wardrobe. She's been saying that for years. So no one now says you need a little red dress in there, but that's something that stuck. That every woman I know has a little black dress in their closet somewhere that they can dress up or dress down. You have to do stuff that sticks, and that goes for TV shows, that goes for movies. It can't be a flash in the pants. It's got to be long term. The movies on Turner Classic Movies, some of them I could do without. Some are classics. You need to know that 50 years from now, somebody's going to watch the movie that came out today and be like, man, that was a good movie. Man, I love that movie. Man, they don't make movies like that anymore. Definitely don't make the ones that they used to. But once again, I digress. Alright, so let us talk about the Golden Globes. I love the Golden Globes. They have been a cut above when it comes to knowing what the pulse in the room is. They've always been diverse in the nominations that they do. There's never been a Globe So White campaign, because we know somewhere in the mix there is going to be representation of color. We've never had that problem with the Globes. Love the Globes. Love the Globes. Definitely watch them every year. I hate that I didn't get into them until later. I do remember them coming on. They would come on Saturday nights on TBS, and most of the time I would forget and have to watch the rerun. But now they are licensed with NBC, so they're on NBC. But that's fine. That's fine. I still watch. I'm gonna watch my award shows. I don't care what anybody's saying. I'm watching my award shows. Okay. So let's start. So the first one up is Best Television Series Drama, and the nominees are The Americans, Bodyguard, Homecoming, Killing Eve, and Pose. Alright, so unfortunately I've only seen 2 of these shows, but that's fine. Killing Eve, I did not think I was going to like. Binged it in a weekend. Binged it in a day, because I started it on a Saturday morning when I was cleaning, and I finished it Saturday afternoon, because I think it was only 8 episodes. But Sandra was awesome. in that movie. Jodie Comer is awesome also. I hate that she didn't get nominated because she deserves to be up there with Sandra Oh. But I am so glad Sandra Oh. I have been a fan of hers since Grey's Anatomy. Actually, before then, when she was on HBO, with the sports show, and I can't think of it. It'll come to me, of course, after I stop the video. Anyway, I've been a huge fan of Sandra Oh's for a while. She's in one of my favorite movies, Under the Tuscan Sun. Love that movie. But, yeah, been a fan of hers since Grey's Anatomy. I actually stopped watching Grey's Anatomy when she left the show. I have actually not seen Grey's Anatomy since she left the show. Didn't see when Derek died, didn't see any of that, and Grey's Anatomy was my go-to show. I had been watching since day one. Love Sandra Oh. So I'm pulling for Killing Eve. Pose. Once again, if you haven't seen Pose, you need to catch up on Pose. I didn't think I was gonna like Pose, but I was compelled and watched every episode. It was a very good show. The people in it, the acting in it, the themes in it were very good. Catch up on Pose. I don't know what Ryan Murphy eats every morning, but I need that because his creativity is off the chain. Love me some Ryan Murphy. Love his shows. The Americans. Okay, so I did watch the first season of The Americans. I enjoyed the first season of The Americans, but for some reason I couldn't get back into it. But people love it. People love The Americans. Bodyguard. I've heard that one is good. That is in my list of stuff that I need to watch. Some things I may try to watch this weekend and kind of binge a little bit of it. I may watch 1 or 2 episodes just to get a feel of what the nominating body was thinking of. And Homecoming, that's with Julia Roberts. I heard that's very good also. So my goal for this weekend is before Sunday's telecast to at least watch 1 or 2 of the nominations for television that I have not seen. Alright, so next we have Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series. Nominees are Katrina Balfour for Outlander. Please, I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Elizabeth Moss for The Handmaid's Tale. Sandra Oh for Killing Eve. Julia Roberts for Homecoming. And Kerry Russell for The Americans. Okay, so of course you know how I feel about Sandra Oh. Pushing for her to win. Outlander. Now, I have to admit, I did watch the first 2 or 3 seasons of Outlander, and I enjoyed it more than I thought it would. But I don't have Showtime, so I haven't been able. Oh wait, is that Stars? No, that's Stars. I don't have Stars right now to be able to continue to watch it, but I will be trying to catch up on what I had missed on Stars because I've signed up for something for me to watch Stars, so we'll see what happens. So I do want to catch up with that. Handmaid's Tale. Alright, so I watched the movie that had Natasha Richardson in it and Aidan Quinn and Robert Duvall and Faye Dunaway. I liked the Handmaid's Tale movie. Most people didn't. They said it was too soft. I don't think I can watch this one with what people are saying, but once again, resolution, give it a try. I'm going to attempt season 1. I heard season 2 was a little brutal, but we'll see. And then Kerry Russell in The Americans. Like I said, watched the first season of The Americans, never actually went back to it, but I heard since this is the last season that it was actually a really, really good season. Alright, so the next ones is Best Performance for an Actor in a Television Series Drama. Jason Bateman for Ozark, Stephen James for Homecoming, Richard Madden for Bodyguard, Billy Porter for Pose, and Matthew Reyes for The Americans. I'm pretty sure Matthew Reyes may be getting this one. Billy Porter in Pose was awesome. He played his role very good. I hope he does win. But I see it going to Matthew Reyes. Everyone keeps telling me Ozark is wonderful, but it's a split down the middle. There's 50, it's 50-50. There's 50% who says, oh my God, you gotta watch Ozark. Ozark is wonderful. Then there's 50% that's like, oh my gosh, don't watch Ozark. That's terrible. Why does it keep getting nominated? Apparently it's good with the nominating body because people keep nominating it. So I may have to check out Ozark because I did hear it's good. Stephen James for Homecoming. I am going to try to catch that. And like I said, Richard Madden for Bodyguard. I think Bodyguard is on Netflix, and Homecoming I do believe is on Amazon Prime Video. Alright, best television series, musical or comedy. Barry, The Good Place, Kidding, The Kominsky Method, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So here's the thing. I have seen all of those except for Kidding because I don't have Showtime. Only reason I haven't seen Kidding. So I'm hoping it gets streamed on something else that I can be able to watch it. I heard it's actually pretty good. And I like Jim Carrey. I'm a Jim Carrey fan. Barry, was not expecting to like Barry. Why did I like Barry? Because it was a good ass show. Sorry. Everyone needs to watch Barry. That was good. The Good Place, don't know why people sleep on The Good Place. I'm trying to get my daughter to watch The Good Place for the longest. I'm like, please binge it. All 3 seasons. No, the first 2 seasons are on there now. I don't know if this new season has started to be on there. The Good Place is actually a really, really, really good show that you would enjoy. The Kominsky Method. So once it got nominated, I was like, well, I saw this on my queue. Let me just watch it. I liked the Kominsky Method. I thought it was really good. I liked it. It was good. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. It had me enough that I binged it on an entire Saturday. And The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I watched the first season. Loved every moment of it. This season was better than the first season. And most people don't say that about second seasons. Most people have that sophomore slump when it comes to their second season. This show did not. This show was it was better than the first season. I loved it. I loved it from the beginning. And the last episode, once I was done, I was like, dang it, I done binged the whole show. That messes me up. So yeah, if you can, catch up with the Kominsky Method, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, The Good Place, Barry. Once again, I hadn't seen Kidding, so I don't know I don't have an opinion on it as of yet, but I'm going to try to watch that also. Next, best performance by an actress in a television series, musical, or comedy. Kristen Bell for The Good Place, Candice Bergman for Murphy Brown, Alison Brie for Glow, Rachel Brosnahan for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and Deborah Messing for Will and Grace. I've seen everything but Glow, which everyone tells me is good, but it's not. I was never a wrestling fan, so I'm guessing that's why I'm not really into wanting to watch it. I may catch up. We'll see. Everything else I have watched. Kristen Bell in The Good Place, binge The Good Place. Murphy Brown, people hated the new reboot. I actually liked it, and the dynamic between her and her son was actually the best part of the show. And her son was in the short-lived Limitless, which I don't know why CBS got rid of it, because that show was off the chain. Loved Limitless. But he's very good as her son and Murphy Brown. Rachel Brosnahan and Mrs. Maisel. Like I said, Mrs. Maisel is a great. The two seasons has been excellent. And then Deborah Messing and Will and Grace. The Will and Grace reboot is okay. It's pretty good. It's entertaining. I'll watch it. They could have put somebody else in there besides Deborah Messing, but that's just me. I'm not a part of the Hollywood Foreign Press, so I can only go by what I see on here for nominations. All right, best performance by an actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. Sacha Baron Cohen for Who Is America, Jim Carrey for Kidding, Michael Douglas for The Kominsky Method, Donald Glover for Atlanta, and Bill Hader for Barry. Okay, so Sacha Baron Cohen makes me cringe because he does things that are cringeworthy, and cringeworthy makes me turn the channel, which is why I have not watched Who Is America. Once again, Jim Carrey for Kidding. I need to catch up on it as soon as I get Showtime, or it gets loaded up to one of my streaming sites that I subscribe to. which I need to subscribe to some more. But right now I got Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Netflix. I don't think I can handle it anymore. There's way too much TV out there for me, but there's no such thing as way too much TV, I have to admit. Okay. Michael Douglas for the Kaminsky Report, the Kaminsky Method. It's a really good show. I know they think, oh, they just nominated him because he's a Hollywood legend. Okay, but the show was good. Are you mad because the show is good, or are you mad because he's a legend, has 2 Academy Awards, one for producing, one for acting? I'm confused. What does that have to do with the show? Okay. Donald Glover, Atlanta. Loved Atlanta. And the robbing season was actually really good. I hate the show did not get nominated, but I do like the fact that he did. And they got shut out at the Emmys. Well, not really shut out because Cat Williams won for guest star. Because that episode was hilarious. If you watch no other episode, watch the first episode of the second season of Atlanta. You will love it. Bill Hader and Barry. Once again, didn't think I was going to like Barry, and I loved Barry. Barry was off the chain. Best television limited series or motion picture made for television. The Alienist, The Assassination of Virginie Versace, American Crime Story, Escape to Dannemora, Sharp Objects, and A Very English Scandal. The only thing on here that I've seen is The Alienist, which I didn't think I would like, but TNT has done an excellent job. Whoever is their program director, they have put some really good shows out there. And The Alienist was really good. It was really compelling. It was something worth watching. Assassination of Virginie Versace. I tried the first episode, and was not impressed. So I actually didn't watch any more of it. But everyone keeps telling me, oh no, it gets better. I may go back to it. We'll see. Escape to Dannemora, once again, it's on Showtime. I don't have Showtime, so I can watch it. I've got to find a way to watch these shows that are showing up that I don't have. Sharp Objects. Here's the thing. I listen to Entertainment Weekly on Sirius, and they like to recap things. So I already know everything that happened on Sharp Objects. It sounded like it was actually pretty good. And I already know what the ending is, so now I can't watch it. But we'll see. I may go back to it. And A Very English Scandal was the other thing, which I have not watched, but I heard was also a really good show. And it's on Amazon, and I have Amazon, so there's no reason why I haven't watched it. Best performance by an actress in a limited series or motion picture made for television. Amy Adams for Sharp Objects, Patricia Arquette for Escape to Dannemora, Connie Britton for Dirty John, Laura Dern The Tale, and Regina King for 7 Seconds. Okay, I'm being biased here. I hope Regina King wins. She won the Emmy. I think it's just fitting that she turns around and wins the Golden Globe for it too. Laura Dern in The Tale. Heard The Tale was good. Have not seen it. Dirty John, I saw an episode. It was actually really good, but for some reason it was coming on with something else I was watching, so I haven't gone back to it. But that's something I will definitely be try to go back to. Patricia Arquette, Escape for Dannemora. It's on Showtime. I can't watch it because it's on Showtime. And Amy Adams for Sharp Objects. Once again, I already know what happens in it because I listen to other people's recaps, so it's going to be hard for me to go and watch that. But, well, we'll see. You never know. Best performance by an actor in a limited series or motion picture made for television. Antonio Banderas for Genius Picasso. Daniel Bruja, The Alienist. Darren Criss for The Assassination of Versace, an American Crime Story. Benedict Cumberbatch for Patrick Melrose. And Hugh Grant for A Very English Scandal. So Alienist and The Assassination of Virginie Versace are the only ones I've actually seen something of. The Genius series that National Geographic has done, they did Einstein last time, has actually been a really good series. I need to catch up on it because, it looks like something that would completely interest me. Why I haven't tuned into it, who knows? The Alienist, like I said, that's a very good show. People need to actually tune in and watch The Alienist. It's basically the start of forensic science. in New York. There's a serial killer killing young boys, and he takes their eyes, and it's gruesome, but it's actually really good. Which is, if that's gruesome and it's on network TV, why am I worried about watching *Handmaid's Tale* that they say is really gruesome? We'll see. And once again, Hugh Grant for A Very English Scandal, and Benedict Cumberbatch for Patrick Melrose. People talked about Patrick Melrose, like, what the heck is this? And then it showed up on everybody's awards list. So, once again, it's on Showtime. Can't watch it. Gotta find out how to get Showtime. Anybody out there know how I can get Showtime? Let me know. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. Alex Brodsky, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Patricia Clarkson, Sharp Objects. Penelope Cruz, The Assassination of Gianni Versace. And Thandie Newton for Westworld, and Yvonne Strahovski for The Handmaid's Tale. Alright. Thandie Newton needs to win for Westworld because she was awesome in the Westworld, and I didn't think I was going to like Westworld. I loved Westworld. Both seasons. I loved them both. Didn't understand it. Didn't like the ending, but it was still a good show. I still watched it. I watched all 10 episodes. It was good. Hope she wins. Penelope Cruz. Because I didn't finish it, I don't know how good she was in it. Patricia Clarkson, once again, I already know what happens in Sharp Objects, so we'll see. Alex Brodsky, she is the perfect sidekick for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So it's between her and Thandie Newton that I hope win. I hope it's a tie and they both get one. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. Alan Arkin for The Kominsky Method. Kieran Culkin for Succession. Edgar Ramirez, The Assassination of Gianni Versace. Ben Whishaw for Very English Scandal. And Henry Winkler for Barry. I'm going for Henry Winkler for Barry because he was really good in that show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I heard Succession was good, and it came on before Ballers and Insecure, but I wasn't motivated to watch it. I heard that it's very good, and they're coming back with a second season. And Alan Arkin in the Kominsky Method, I liked his character. He plays an agent, and it's actually good. People need to catch up on that. It's not what you think it is, because they don't actually talk about the Kominsky Method till long into the series. So I think if you saw it, you would be fairly surprised. All right, so those are all the TV nominations there are. We'll get into some more on Sunday, right before the Globes. Tomorrow we'll talk about the movie nominations, and any new TV that shows up tomorrow, which, like I said, will be Gotham. Can't wait. The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, Young Sheldon. I think Mom and Murphy Brown also have new. I don't think How to Get Away with Murder is a new one tomorrow. I'll have to double check, because that's my show. I gotta support my Viola. So season 1, episode 2 of the Entertainment Junkie is come to a close. Thank you all for listening and watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.